There it is.
Confidently wrong. I'm Chris Nugent.
I'm Pat Nugent.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. That was polished.
Did that shit. It's New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
You had fun at the club. On New Year's Eve.
I did have fun at the club.
Yeah.
I yelled a little bit.
I was worried
Did a
that
little
Pat
bit of
wasn't
two-step?
gonna, when we got there, I was like, Pat's not gonna have fun at the club.
I went into it kind of like, I think I even texted my girlfriend being like, it's an EDM show.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have fun. Who
Yeah.
knows? But no, it was good. I think it was like, I think because it was in a warehouse.
Yeah.
It's like there's not. I don't like the bureaucracy of a club. That's what I hate about
What do
a
you
club.
mean?
Is I hate checking stuff in.
Oh, yeah.
I hate a guest list. I hate secret private spaces that
Right.
are only accessed by like
An unnecessary
being a-
hierarchy for no reason.
I like just, hey, there's a place, we're putting music in it, it's
Right.
gone in the morning.
Right.
Everything's getting loaded up.
Because I don't know if we talked about this last time, but we went to a club in Boston.
Oh,
and we were
we've talked about it.
on the pod.
Yeah, many
how we were
times.
standing behind a velvet rope next to a guy.
We've
bragging
talked about it like 3 or 4 times.
I just can't get, but like that is like it's a perfect encapsulation of our society. You know what I mean? Like a guy that thinks he's better than us because his parents have a bunch of money for him to piss away.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm glad we avoided that.
It's true. There was none of that.
We were surrounded by positive people.
Yeah.
And I didn't check anything in. I was dancing in my full winter coat.
That's right.
So unbelievably sweaty. You were yelling. It was a good time.
It was a good time.
Hell yeah.
Also, like, I don't know, you got to pick your spots when you're yelling because it is annoying to be publicly yelling. But I was having a good time because what happened was we're in the second floor. It's a 2-floor concert setup. So there's like one DJ on one floor, another DJ on another floor. We're up on the second floor. I see a guy in front of me, and it's it's an EDM thing. There's fog everywhere. Everyone's dancing around.
Right.
And I see this guy texting his friends, and I look on his phone, and he's trying to find his friends, and I see him texting his friends. I'm trying to find you. Put your hands up.
You know, the thing everyone's doing.
Right. And yeah, I was having fun. So like, wow. Oh, put your hands up, you idiot. And he had walked away, and I just kept yelling like, wow, dumbass.
Oh, I'm just gonna put my hands up.
Yeah.
That'll help separate me from everyone else putting their hands up.
Oh, is that him? No, it's just anyone else in the whole building.
Oh, you and the DJ are telling everyone to put their fucking hands up.
Right.
That was great.
But
I had a
just-
good time.
I mean, odds are he was probably just joking with his friend. But
Right.
in the moment, I thought it was very funny.
I don't think he was joking. I think he was
He probably
seriously
wasn't
telling his
joking.
friends to
Yeah.
put their hands up.
I can't find you in the crowd. Put your hands up.
Well, usually when you're at like a festival setting EDM show, like you ever see like they'll bring like totems, like they'll have these like long poles with like stuff on it, and then you can say, "Oh, meet me by the tie-dyed Stitch
Right.
totem." You know what I mean? That's usually.
And that's the kind of stuff I hate.
You don't like that? That's a good system.
It's just not for
we
me.
did
I don't
that
want
once,
to be.
and we had a giant bucket of cheesy puffs. We put it on a stick, and that was our totem. So it was like, meet me by the cheesy puffs, and then people just kept reaching in and
Grabbing the cheesy
cheesy puffs, and that's how COVID got created.
Oh, hey,
So,
that's how it
there
happened.
you go. Yeah.
My mindset is if I'm looking for a group of people and I can't find them, you know where I go? Home. Usually I go home.
Just go home.
Like, well, wasn't in the cards.
Hey, we
I
tried.
don't believe in God, but I believe in going home.
This is destiny.
It's fate.
Yeah.
If
What if God just went home?
yeah, if God's plan is for me to go home, then I believe in Him.
God's plan. God's plan. I went home. I had to sing
Yeah.
for the episode.
But here's another thing: me being a grump, I had to go to AutoZone.
Oh.
I had to get headlight bulbs.
Oh, that's annoying.
So yeah, it wasn't too bad. But anyway, I after work I walked to AutoZone and I just looked up, my make and model of my car and what bulb I'd need because I've been burned before by this by just going to an auto parts store, having him find it, and he gives me the wrong one. So I look it up. I go in there. I know I need an H11 bulb. So I go in there. I see, immediately look at all the bulbs. There's a ton of them, but it's like, that's the section. I know exactly where I'm supposed to go to find it. And the guy's like, young guy who was working there is like, oh, hey, can I help you? I was like, I don't want to be an asshole and just be like, no, I don't need your help. And then I'm clearly, here for a product.
Right.
And, I'm against AI taking these jobs. Right. So I say, sure, yeah, I need a headlight bulb. And he goes, okay. He's like, do you need I say, I need a low light beam bulb for a 2017 Ford Escape. And he goes, okay. And then he gets on his computer, and I already know the bulb type, but I was like, I don't want to blow up a spot. I want him to. I don't know why I'm like babying him through this, but I'm like,
you want to give him something to do.
Yeah, well,
he's bored.
I figure he's bored. I'll be nice.
Yeah.
He's looking it up, and he just keeps going, okay, all right. And it was a low beam that you said you want. I'm like, yeah. And he goes, all right, okay. And then I'm like watching him look on the computer. He's like, it was a low beam, right? And I'm like, yep, not a high beam. It's a low beam. That's the one that I need. And I just keep watching him just not doing this at all. And then he asked me 5 fucking times. It was a low beam, right? And then he looks it up and he pulls up all these bulbs. And then I'm watching him. It's like every single one, there's just a big thing on it that says low or high. And he's getting tricked by it every time. Like he keeps scrolling over high beams, being like, it was a low beam, right? And I'm like,
God.
Yeah, it is. And then finally, he's just like looking at this page of just all the light bulbs. He hasn't filtered out anything. And I'm like, oh, okay, I think that's the one. And I already know that it's the one because I looked it up on the way there.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to be nice, but I already knew what I needed.
Right.
And I'm going through this dance, and he's just asking me 6 fucking times the thing that I need. And then finally we find it. And I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah, there it is. We did it. And then he's like, oh, okay, well, we have more options. And I was like, okay. And so he's still going through, like, well, no, that's a high beam, and you wanted a low beam.
Oh, my God.
And then finally I'm like, the first one that you found, let's just go with that one. And it's like, I don't want you to be replaced by a machine.
Right.
I don't want that to happen.
Right.
But you gotta give me something.
Yeah.
You gotta show me something.
Right.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, come on. You're about to turn to beep boop.
I'm gonna make you into buttons. You have to shape it up, or you'll be buttons tomorrow.
You're gonna be buttons.
Don't pack lunch tomorrow. It's gonna be oil that you'll be drinking tomorrow. Just fucking get it together.
Yeah. I'm gonna be running a diagnostic on you if you don't fucking get your act together.
Like, I'm fine with him just sitting and just getting paid anyway. I don't want you to do work.
Of course.
But like, I could just...
That shouldn't have been work.
It shouldn't have been work.
That should have been a click.
This would have been a layup.
Here you go.
He could have just done what I did, just take out his phone and Google it. And then
And you're not even a car guy.
Not at all.
You don't know anything about cars.
I looked it up partly because I was like, well, I don't want to look like a fool when I go into AutoZone.
Right. Yeah, the brain trust at AutoZone, they're definitely going to judge you.
Yeah, I don't know shit about cars, and I seem to know more about cars and computers than this guy.
It bums me out when like I'll go to like a gas station, I'll buy like some like gas station treats, and then like they have like the self checkout where you just put it on the scale and it'll just tell you exactly what you have.
Yeah.
And I do it right in front of the employees, and like I feel guilty because I'm like, oh my God, I'm like feeding the thing that's absolutely going to replace you.
Right.
But they're like happy that they don't have to talk to me.
Yeah.
But it's just like, guys, like we're like frogs in boiling water here. Like, you gotta fucking
show me something.
I hate to sound like a Republican, but no one wants to fucking work anymore.
Well, that's the thing is that like that's the like talking point is like, oh, these kids don't want to work. But no one has ever wanted to work.
No one ever wants to work.
You can't have it both ways. Like I could have walked into AutoZone and you could just be smoking weed at the counter, and I'd be like, all right, man, that's cool.
Yeah.
Good for you. And then I would have just found the bulb myself and checked it out. But like, if you want to do the job, you gotta do the job at least a little bit.
That would be really funny if they like roll out automation and then it's like it just behaves exactly like a unionizing Starbucks employee. Like, it just refuses to do any work until you like you need to get people back in here.
Right.
It just shuts everything down.
Well, I used to think that that like, I don't know, when like all this AI stuff started, I was kind of like, it's not going to be a big deal. It's stupid. It's going to be stupid. It's going to like burn out. And I was wrong about that for sure. But I think I kind of liked what you said about like whatever's going to happen, just think of what the stupidest thing that could happen. And I think that's going to be true with AI. Like I think it is going to be like the movies. It is going to be a bunch of robots that kidnap us and like harvest us for electricity or whatever. But I think the way it's going to happen is going to be incredibly stupid. Like I think someone's going to be using like Grok to make like pornography of like Lola Bunny, and they're gonna be like, they're gonna comment and like type in and be like, well, you didn't really capture the human essence of it. And they're gonna be, oh, okay, capture humans, and then just everyone's gonna get it. Everyone's scooped up, and then we're in vats.
The difference between that reality, which absolutely is coming, and the movies is that the movies like it's like a surprise, like, oh no, we didn't see this coming. Where like in the real life, like the people as they're making it are like, oh, this is gonna destroy everything.
Yeah.
Well, better get back to work.
Yeah. We made the thing that's going to kill us, and the whole time it's just like the movies.
God damn.
And then we made it like the movies.
I don't know. I think I talked about this before, but like I just cannot get over Peter Thiel, one of the AI guys, being asked point blank, do you think humanity should continue?
Oh, yeah.
And he doesn't say yes. Like, we need to show that guy a sunset, if you know what I'm saying. We need to fucking,
Yeah, I mean, it's just...
show him a nice sunset.
I think we have talked about it before, but that's just such a slam dunk. Or like when
such an easy...
they asked Nick Fuentes, do you think Hitler was a good person? He said, that's a complicated question.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Incredibly
it's really
simple.
not. Even if you have a complicated answer, it should start with yes or no. You know?
It's he was bad.
He was bad. Hey.
Oh my god!
I'll do this one for you. Bad,
dude. Yeah, the rise of that kid just really fucking pisses me off because he's well spoken. He's obviously a well spoken kid, Nick Fuentes. But like, it's like I don't know why people are taking political takes from a guy who doesn't leave his basement.
Yeah,
like that's not who we should be trying to get political opinions from. We should be leaning on people who are actually out in the world. Like honestly, like a leader of a trade union should be doing like a politics show. That's who should be talking. Like the guy who like was leading the railroad. This isn't funny at all, but it's just I hate that.
They'll
kid,
also
dude.
be bad at it just in different ways. Like the idea of a politician being a job is the first part of the problem.
Should have run things.
Who?
A computer. That would solve all this.
That's right.
And now we're right back where we started.
That's right.
It all moves in a circle.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, folks. We live in uncertain times. These are crazy times. Crazy times. And everyone is always like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen next. I don't know what's going to happen. It's very easy to predict what will happen next. You need to guess what is the stupidest thing that will possibly happen.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to happen. So, okay, we have a problem in Venezuela. Just grab them. Just go in there and take them. That's the stupidest thing, and that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
You know? And obviously I'm against what happened in Venezuela. But is there any part of you that's like, damn, 3 hours?
It's quick.
We got him. We just went in and grabbed him in 3 hours.
That's one showing of Avatar.
That's fucking... You can start fucking Oppenheimer before it's over.
That's
You've
right.
kidnapped the president.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, the thing with that is apparently a bunch of people from Venezuela are like, hell yeah. But I think
I'm sure that's propaganda, though.
Because it's not like he was a good guy. It's just like it's like I'm trying to think of perhaps a movie where this happens, but it's like if a big evil guy just kills a different evil guy, and you're like, well, it's good that evil guy is gone.
Yeah,
you know.
What's the charge? What
was the charge?
What's the charge? What did he do?
I think he also just kind of took over the country. I don't think he got elected. I think they elected someone else, and then this guy overthrew him.
See, I'm such a dumbass. I'm just like, oh, that's a lie. They're just making it up or whatever.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, I think what's just annoying me though is people. So yeah, they got rid of an evil guy, and they're going to do probably something way worse.
Right.
So all these people from Venezuela though are going like, well, you have no idea. Like if you're not from Venezuela, you don't get to have an opinion on this. And it's like, well, yeah, I do because I live in the country that kidnapped a guy, and now everyone's going to be mad at us. And it's not. It wasn't like Trump was like, you know what? I'm sick of these bad guys. Right. You know, obviously it's for oil.
Yeah. They're not even hiding it anymore.
But that's the thing is they still are. They're just going like, well, yeah, he's a bad guy. It's like, well, just say we want oil, and then at least I can, at least I can look you in the eye. Right. What we should do is get all the union leaders.
It's not a bad idea.
It is a bad idea.
I just wish when they were perp walking Maduro, he was like, what is the charge? Eating a meal.
Yeah.
Eating a succulent Venezuelan meal.
I love that guy.
That guy rocks.
Rest in peace.
And the fit kind of went hard.
I don't remember.
Maduro. He was wearing a gray sweatsuit.
Yeah, what time of day did they get him?
I don't know. He had to have been cozied up in bed.
I was gonna say because I'm trying to think if you kidnapped me, I'd probably be wearing something pretty foolish most of the time. Right. If you kidnap me after business hours,
if I got kidnapped, I'd be like, all right, guys, can we just pause for a second? Can I just put on something really silly?
Yeah,
I'll put on my sorry, ladies, I'm taking a shit.
Yeah, I think Oh yeah, I was at like the gym the other day, and like I looked at myself in the mirror, and I was like, dude, if for whatever reason I got arrested right now, I would look so fucking stupid in jail.
My mugshot when I got arrested, I look like a piece of ass. I'm not even gonna lie, I look fucking good.
That's cool. That's awesome.
I'm something of a bad boy.
Yeah. I was expecting to look and see your phone with it pulled up, being like, I mean, I guess we could show it.
We could show
it to the audience.
I could put it in when I edit this.
Is that what you want?
I don't know. We'll see. Okay. I don't want to get the ladies too excited.
That's right.
I mean, I don't.
We could make it the cover photo on Instagram.
We might have to. I mean,
that'd be pretty funny.
I mean, if you guys insist.
Yeah. I get. You know what? If you're gonna twist my arm, I guess we could use a good picture of me.
You can use a sexy picture of me.
Yeah.
Being a bad boy.
Well, that's actually, if you think about it, that would have been one of the worst times to be looking really good.
That's true.
Yeah.
I look like a succulent meal.
Yeah. A succulent prison meal.
No, I don't know. I liked the guys that were in jail.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool.
I think we've talked about this also
many
times.
We have not talked
Yes,
about
we
this.
have.
I've not talked about
everything we've talked about. We've talked about several times.
What, the monster logo guy with the guy with the monster logo tattooed on his head?
Yeah.
And he was like taking a shit, and we're like talking like mid conversation. He's like, we're talking in like mid conversation.
He said, "Don't look away. Don't make it weird."
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about.
I think I've told you about it. I haven't said it on
this.
I don't think
several
I've said this on the pod.
Okay.
I don't think I've said that on the pod.
Okay.
But
Would you like to talk about it?
No, you don't want to talk about it.
I
So
don't wanna
what do
talk
you want to talk about, Pat? Let's do it. Let's do what you want to talk about.
Why don't we just pull up an old episode and we can just go through that?
Yeah. I need to get arrested again. And
That's
I'll
right. Have more jail
about.
stories.
Yeah.
Well, you've been talking a lot about this bone smashing guy, Clavicular.
Ah, yeah. I'm just angry that a guy named Clavicular hit someone with his car, and no one said clavicular homicide.
Homicide.
Not once. Not once did
Yeah.
anyone say a clavicular homicide.
Yeah. So is the guy's dead? The guy that hit with his car?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, that might be why
Probably.
they're not saying
He
it.
got hit by a Cybertruck. So, well, attempted clavicular homicide.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's clavicular. He's like a looksmaxxing Twitch guy.
That sucks so much.
You know, it's just like, it's like, dude, you're a beautiful guy. Like, what are you getting all hung up on?
I think part of the problem is like this is appealing to teenagers, and I think he's a guy who, because what he's saying is like, well, obviously it works. Look at me, but I think he just went through puberty and just got more handsome.
Right.
So he does, like they show before and after, he does look better.
Right,
But it's not because he smashed his bones; it's because he went through puberty.
Yeah. So like his methods, bone smashing.
Right.
Literally taking a hammer and just making micro fractures on your face so that it grows back stronger.
Which doesn't make any sense as far as like looks. If
No.
anything, it would give you like you'd look like handsome Squidward,
Right.
Which is not a look you want to go for in real. Like it would just make whatever bones you're breaking like bigger and like you can't. It's not going to be smoothed out.
But that's the thing. Like they have this like ideal in their mind of like what's the idealized look, and I think it is handsome Squidward.
Yeah, I
Like,
guess.
I mean, they have like it's like they have it down to a science. Like they literally like will look at you and be like, "Oh, your like orbital bone is protruding." Like they're like a weird plastic surgeon. And honestly, like it is kind of funny to see him on like streams, just like tearing these like women apart. Like, yeah, your like eyes are sunken, your fucking teeth are protruding. Like it's horrible.
Well, the funniest thing to me is that I've seen a couple of his videos and what he's I don't know how big his audience is, but I see him using the same thing to smash his face bones, and it's like a baseball trophy. Like it's like a metal like baseball on like one of those like stand things, and he's just like smacking. And he's not even hitting that hard.
Right.
Like he would be like, well, I guess they hit all the hammers in his house.
Right. Yeah, he had to use a baseball trophy because his mom hit all his
Yeah. But no, I mean, I honestly think I think this guy just happened to go through puberty and looks a lot better.
Right.
And also, if you're bone smashing, there's no fucking way you're not also like eating right, you know? Like, could you imagine if you're like, well, let your diet go to shit and just smash all your bones?
Well,
Like, he's probably eating well.
He wasn't eating well because he's literally doing meth.
Oh.
He was saying like, yeah, I take meth because it, controls your appetite.
What?
Yeah. He's doing
Like
meth.
just off the street meth?
He talks about, he's like, I'm not just doing street meth. He's like prescribed it somehow. So I think maybe he's just doing Adderall, or like a really strong Adderall.
Yeah, I mean, Adderall kills your appetite.
But yeah, no, I mean, like every time this guy goes on podcasts, he's talking about the first question they ask, like, oh, so you do meth?
Yeah.
Like, tell me about doing meth.
Yeah. I mean, I think from what I've seen, like, you ever see those like time lapses where people get hooked on meth and it shows them where, they
You know what
before
I'm
and
noticing?
after?
They don't look better.
No, but what I will say though is there is usually right in the beginning, there is a sweet spot. There is a part where they're looking like, they kind of got like a Kurt Cobain thing going on.
Interesting.
They're like, edgy, but
Yeah.
they start to get skinny, and then it's before their, body starts
They
deteriorating.
meth max
Yeah.
a little too much. Yeah, meth maxing. But yeah, don't smash your face with a hammer.
Don't do that.
Here's the thing: all these people, they want to work on the outside, they want to work on the exterior. You ever tried getting a personality?
You ever try that?
You ever try that?
You ever fucking try that?
You ever try fucking?
You ever try
being a
learning
person?
to be earnest?
Yeah.
And be truthful and be
be
kind?
a good listener?
I think this little girl's got a lump on her.
Oh no,
Oh, no.
that's not good.
Oh, my God. Could this be danger for little Olive? Yeah, right where my fingies are. Feel that?
I think that's just her spine.
No, you've gone too far. We'll discuss this offline. It is, I do love having a cat again, though.
She is extremely sweet. I know we've talked about her on the podcast before, but she is a very cute cat.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. No, that's the same thing as telling the same story again and again. You do forget about, like, the mischief of having a cat, though. Like, I woke up this morning, getting ready for work, going to my shower, had a little shower caddy on the wall with all my stuff in there, destroyed. She jumped into it, knocked
Really?
it to the ground, and it shattered
The
everywhere.
kitty destroyed the caddy.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Nice.
Yeah.
But no, she's great. I'm glad. There was a little bit where I was like, maybe I should get two, and definitely not.
Yeah, I think-
one is enough.
I think one's more than enough. Yeah, I love how she'll just barrels in.
Yeah.
Like, anytime
Just
she,
snuggles right up.
Just runs in, just runs into my lap. If I'm making coffee, she just runs under the counter.
Yeah, she just likes being around. She just likes hanging out.
Yeah, it's nice.
Cool.
It's nice.
We should make a little mugshot for her. Make that the picture.
An evil cat.
A little evil. Her looking pissed off.
Yeah.
Going, this cat helped kidnap the president of Venezuela.
She was in the situation room.
Yeah, I mean,
Drafting
kinda
the plans.
Going back to that, has this ever happened before? Like, where it's like, oh, the president's missing. Someone else just took him, and now he's in New York.
Yeah, I think this is a first.
He's just in New York.
Yeah. I mean, and like, it's just everyone was like surprised. It's like, this is a guy who suggested we nuke a hurricane.
Yeah. But I mean,
Like, a hurricane's coming. Everyone's like, well, do we evacuate? Do we hunker down? He's like, why don't we nuke the hurricane?
well, here's the thing. It's an incredibly stupid idea. It is. But would it work?
I'm just saying.
There is.
It's an idea.
There's a logic there. Because if you think about it, what is a hurricane but a giant cloud that hurts people? What is a nuke but a giant cloud that hurts people?
Cloud versus cloud.
Cloud versus cloud. The bigger cloud wins.
I'm just saying, it's an idea.
It is an idea.
We could try it.
But yeah, I mean, it is like a lot of stuff that's just like, how would an 8-year-old decide to do things? How would an 8 like yeah, it's like, oh, like, we have a problem with like a huge debt. It's like, well, what if we had rich people give us a bunch of money and then we give them a solid gold card?
There was a time he was telling people that we will just buy up a bunch of Iraqi dinars.
Yeah.
And then just like just redo the currency. Like,
Right.
I just literally know. I mean, I'm not a fucking dollars guy, but like, I don't think he even had a method in mind of how this was going to work. Like,
No, it wasn't going to work. And then a bunch of people bought them and they were fucking useless.
Yeah.
And it was like, so like, you would have to have like 2 billion of them to fucking buy a frozen dinar.
right. A hungry man dinar.
That's right. I'd like to trade 4 billion dinar for one frozen dinar.
I'm starving.
Maybe if I get 8 billion, I can get one of those nice Trader Joe's frozen dinars. Get a little lamb vindaloo.
Get a lamb vindaloo dinar. Oh, that was good.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the problem is like, you shouldn't, like, I can't think of any presidents where it's like, that guy is like a genius. you know?
President?
Yeah. I don't think they're typically known as like guys where it's just their ideas on face value are like, well, he said I'm going to do it, so I'm just going to do it. And like maybe part of that's just because now like you have a president that will tweet out shit, and so you can like get on board with their ideas like that.
I mean,
but, like,
Obama was pretty smart.
yeah, but no one was like, oh, Obama's thinking about like Obama has a scheme for us to get rich. Like it's just not. It's not anything you should believe in and trust.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, it's literally a president with a get rich quick scheme. It'd be like if Donald Trump came out tomorrow and was like, I have these vitamin supplements and they're really, really good, and I have them, and I've found a few friends who also want them, and obviously what's a good business if not a business you get involved with? So maybe if you want to get involved,
get at the
you can
ground
actually
floor.
get people that you sort of supply, and then actually a lot of that value trickles back up.
Right.
It's sort of a
trickling up.
triangle.
That's right. That's right. Something of a, I don't know. What if you took a bunch of triangles and put them together?
Right.
What would you have?
Like, I don't know. Like now everything's gone way too far to just like, because in 2016 it'd be like, oh, that's your guy. Like, remember when he was doing like real estate scams? But it's like, he had a fucking steak company.
Right.
Who in the history of the world has ever been trustworthy who owns a steak company?
Yeah, I can't trust you.
Yeah.
There's no way. Who's put their name on their like hotel? It's like, oh, that's a trustworthy person.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to happen next. Whatever happens next is going to be really fucking stupid.
It's going to be something stupid.
It's going to be incredibly dumb.
Speaking of stupid, I don't think I talked about this on the last one,
Wow.
but I finished the It spinoff or the It prequel. Did we talk about this on the last one?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It was bad.
That's what's crazy is I've been going to open mics. Well, they talked about it at 1, but people are acting like this is some great show. The Welcome to Dairy It show. It's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
It's one of the worst shows I've ever seen. They make imagine this. You've seen the movie, right? They make it, and then it's back in the 50s, and the government knows about it and wants to use it as a weapon to kill communists, I guess. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And the writing is horrible. I'll just tell you about one because I don't want to just keep droning on about it. But there's one of the kids dies, and so the show wraps up. They beat it. He's back in his slumber or whatever. But then they're at the funeral for the kid that died, and there's like a the dude from The Shining, the older guy. He's in it as like a younger guy, and so he's at the funeral of this kid that they've helped defeat it together or whatever. And then so he has all this like experiences they went through, and then the kid's parents are at the funeral. They had no idea what happened, and so he's just like going to the dad and be like, "Oh, I just want to know like your son was like so brave and like such an amazing young man." And then it's like a fucking 10-year-old kid, so the dad's like, "Who are you?"
Yeah.
And then he goes, I'm still trying to figure that out myself. Just walks away. It's like
Okay.
what?
You still haven't, I mean, narratively, like just to drive the plot forward.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you?
But like, not only does that not drive the plot forward, could you imagine your dead son who died under mysterious circumstances and an old man that you don't know comes to his funeral and just starts talking about how incredible he was?
Yeah.
And you're like,
Hey, who
how
are
do you know my
He's like,
son?
Dude, I don't even fucking know.
Yeah.
Wish I could tell you.
That's a fucked up question.
Hey, when I figure it out, I'll call you and we'll talk about
That's right.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, it's like put this man in jail.
Right.
Put this man in prison.
Kill him.
Put him behind the fucking Speaking of open mics, apparently we look like we brew IPAs.
I guess.
Everyone keeps saying that.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Do I need to change my look?
Yeah, we always get like these comments like we're
Like granola hipsters.
it's always like granola or like hipster or like nature. And it's weird because like in Maine it was all like I would just get like, oh, you look like a serial killer. It's like
right. But I feel like that's because you would do a bit about looking like a serial killer.
Well, I
So
had to
everyone
do a
just
bit
kept
about a
saying
serial
it.
killer to get in front of it.
Right.
And then I remember one time I did that bit at Empire, and some guy just yelled out, "No, pedophile!" Like he was being helpful. He'd be like,
Yeah.
"Nah, I got you, man." I was like, I get told I look like a serial killer.
a worse thing
He was like,
somehow.
pedophile.
Oh,
like,
great.
Every once in a while, I'd be like school shooter. But there was one time in Maine, there was a guy I was wearing like Doc Marten boots and like just jeans and like a shirt, and then he was like, "You look like you're in a militia," and it was like. This is just a big fat guy with a beard and bug eyes. Brother, I'll tell you who's in militias.
Yeah.
It's guys that look like you.
Right.
It's guys who are on the verge of killing themselves over a breakup in their 40s.
Real recognize real.
That's
You know
right.
what I mean? Well, we're at that point. We're at the halfway point. I believe Mr. Garrett has a game for us for the second
I like that.
half.
I like game.
Game's good.
So here's how the game works. I have a presentation prepared for you both that has the covers of terrible movies.
Okay.
Just the poster. What we're going to do is I want each of you is going to have a turn to, just based off of what you see on the poster, to predict what you think the plot of that movie will be. The person who is closest to the actual plot of the movie gets a point.
All right, Olive, I'm sorry.
right.
You must go.
A little competition.
We'll alternate who gets to go first. Obviously, whoever goes first, if you're second, you can't just say the exact same plot.
Okay.
No cheating.
Dude, imagine if I've seen every single
Yeah,
one.
I think you may have seen a lot of these.
Well, we'll see if you guys have. If you have, that's a free point for you. But
Hell yeah.
why don't we get started here? Here we go. Guess the bad movie plot.
I like it. I'm excited.
All right, first one. Super Babies, Baby Geniuses 2.
You want to go first or
I'll
second?
go first.
Okay.
All right. So it's a team of Super Babies, Baby Geniuses 2. It's a team of babies that are hired by the Pentagon to draft up a plan to kidnap Nicolas Maduro, president
Okay.
of Venezuela. And they do a terrible job because they're babies and they think that they're geniuses, but they actually find out that their abilities have been drastically overhyped by optimistic parents who want to believe in their children, who think that they could do great things, but they are massacred by the Chinese, and they die.
Okay. I like it. I think I'm seeing more of a for kids kind of market thing. I think that might be the market that I think they're going for. So obviously it's a sequel. So Super Babies, Baby Geniuses 2. I imagine the person we're seeing sort of in the middle of the poster is sort of the leader from the first movie. He's obviously aged out of the baby team, but what happens when you age out of being a baby? You become a child, which allows you to oversee a new crop of babies that we see below, heavily inspired by the Blues Brothers with the sunglasses. And I would imagine there is some sort of doctor or professor, and he's probably trying to eliminate childhood or like eliminate toys or like maybe like it's a ray that like enforces a bedtime, and then the babies have to stop that using their intellect. And maybe some financial crimes involved, I think, could happen too. Because, I mean, you're smart.
Baby Geniuses.
Baby genius.
Okay. Yeah, here's the condensed summary of this movie.
Okay.
A group of smart-talking toddlers find themselves at the center of a media mogul's experiment to crack the code to baby talk.
It's
The toddlers must race against time for the sake of babies everywhere. So I'm giving that point to Pat.
Okay. What would be the problem with baby talk being cracked, I wonder? Is it that they have secrets?
Are they trading national secrets, perhaps?
Kids do say the darndest things.
I guess you'll just have to watch to find out.
Yeah.
John Voight is in this, and so is Scott Baio.
Huh.
Interesting.
Not as babies, though.
They babyfied
Yeah.
John Voight.
Adults.
Yeah, they use the technology from The Irishman.
Turn him into
It's a bunch
baby.
of steely-eyed babies.
So that's a point for Pat. He is currently winning 1-0.
Fuck you.
Here's our next one.
Oh, man.
This is 3 strikes. Oh, you go first, Pat.
Pat gets
Okay.
Yep.
Let's see. Getting out of prison was easy. Staying out is hilarious. All right. So I'm guessing it's a guy who just got out of prison for, I'm going to guess, a crime he did not commit. And there's a 3. Okay, so wait. He's probably getting out of his second strike, and he needs to stay out. I think the guy on the left is probably his parole officer. Guy on the right is a friend of his, and he's trying to get out of the life, but his friend keeps pulling him back in, and he has to avoid getting a 3rd strike, but for some reason he has to commit the crime. I'm guessing needs money to keep his mom's house from being foreclosed on.
Okay. All right. So 3 strikes. I'm gonna take a stab at this. Getting out of prison was easy. So I think this is an escaped convict, and he's escaped twice. He just keeps kind of escaping. And they like kind of go easy on him because it's like, I'm a cop.
They
like,
go easy.
They go easy on him. They kind of let him get out the second time because it's like,
do that.
I love playing cops and robbers.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm getting in touch with my childhood roots. I love chasing this guy around. Of
course.
He's pretty fast.
Yeah.
He's fast.
Okay.
And so, but by the third time, they're like, look, man.
They get tired of it.
You're just so fast.
Right.
We're really tired.
Yeah.
We're exhausted. I'm a big fat cop. I don't like this game anymore. So what they do is they put together a baseball team of cops versus robbers.
Yeah.
And they have a baseball game to decide his fate if he ends up in jail again or not. And I think he ultimately ends up in jail because he needs to serve his time. And this is a little bit of propaganda. It's a pro-police film.
Yeah.
So
Before we hear the real plot, I do just want to say what you said. I imagine that's every cop's suicide note is I'm a big fat cop and I don't want to do this anymore.
So who's close?
All right, let me read it.
Okay.
Point. Rob Douglas is just released from jail.
Okay.
The state adopts a 3 strikes rule for felons that involves serious penalties. Hooks. So this is the character's actor's name. So Rob Douglas has 2 strikes and wants to change his life for the better. When a friend picks him up, they are pulled over and his friend shoots at police officers. And Rob Douglas escapes. Now a wanted man, he must clear his name of having nothing to do with the shooting.
Holy shit. So we were both kind of right.
I'm going to give it to Pat. There's no baseball game.
What?
His mom is involved in this movie, but there's no issues with her finances or anything.
Okay.
Just kind of tells him who has the information to get him out of trouble.
You did call the being on the run part of it though, so that was cool.
Thank you. Thank you.
It is.
Got to give you your flowers.
I'll give Chris a half point.
Okay, nice.
Thanks, guys.
I'm feeling generous.
I appreciate it.
Half a point. All right.
Okay. Is it my turn?
I think so, unless we're doing make it take it.
Okay. When Tony grows up, he's going to be just like Daddy. Extra.
Oh.
Some extraterrestrials aren't friendly.
Yeah.
So it's really about generational trauma, breaking familial cycles. Dad's an alien. Dad's a big scary alien that I hate to say it, but impregnated his mother under dubious circumstances, to say the least.
True.
She was abducted and taken to the ship, and God only knows what happened. So the son is dealing with the burden of being a product of a horrible thing. He didn't ask to be born. And actually, his dad, at first he didn't really care about his kid. He's just like, oh, I'm just doing experiments. I'm just experimenting on these people. But then he feels the cold emptiness of space, and he's like, I want to reconnect with my boy.
Okay.
But he's like, my son hates me because I experimented on his mother.
Right. People tend to frown on that.
Yeah, they don't like it. But through the power of love and friendship and fatherhood, they patch it up.
They work through it.
And the dad tries to bring the boy on the spaceship. Tries to bring him on the spaceship to take part in different experiments, but he says, Dad, why don't you stay here and coach my baseball team?
Okay, so baseball's coming back in again.
And they break the cycle.
Yeah, okay.
They break the cycle.
One thing I noticed is The boy on the poster, I don't think he's supposed to be a good guy. I notice he has that ugly turtleneck on and kind of a pudgy face and sort of a frown. So I think this is going to be more like a horror thing, and I think he's going to start growing up, going through some changes, kind of struggling to figure out what's going on with him. And I think he's going to somehow find out that he isn't a human boy at all. He's an alien, and that once you go through puberty, a lot of these movies are about puberty, that when you go through puberty, you're going to fully transform into sort of an ugly, grotesque alien. And I think the dad's got to be involved somehow, but I don't know. Maybe the dad will come in at the end to be like, you're grown up, now it's time to go into space. But I think he's going to either resist the change or be killed by the government.
Okay.
All right. So here's the summary. Family man Sam Phillips has been missing for 3 years when he suddenly returns home to his son, Tony, and wife, Rachel. Though Tony has clung to the hopes of his father's return, his mother has moved on and is involved with another man. Rachel still has a place in her heart for her husband, but the love triangle is rudely interrupted when it becomes apparent that Sam's disappearance was the result of an alien abduction.
Ooh.
And he's no longer human.
I gotta... All right, well, who do you think won that one, Garrett?
I'm gonna give it to Chris.
Okay.
I think there were some plot elements that he described that are similar.
I think the problem with this one is the tagline really, like, that tells me that dad is involved, you know? That it suggests to me that, you know, it's a family of aliens. So... Well,
it does kind of end up being that way at the end of the movie.
Oh, damn. Huh.
This is like a horror. This is a really mean-spirited horror movie. that alien dad dude just starts impregnating people.
Okay. Wait, so the guy...
I was pretty close. I was...
Yeah.
It was pretty...
Wait, so the guy on the poster, that's the dad. That's not the kid?
The alien is the dad. The kid is right there. The kid really doesn't have a lot to do with this movie other than trying to kill the dad.
I mean, he's clearly no superstar. Look at him. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ.
That haircut.
Just fucking do some bone smashing at least a little bit.
Yeah, you got to looksmaxx, buddy. Watch some collab streams. That'll get you there.
We're going to skip this next one, and we're going to move on to this one.
Oh, God.
So, I think it's Pat's turn.
Okay. V-World Matrix, where forbidden fantasies become deadly reality. All right, cool. So I'm getting sort of like a sexual The Matrix vibe from this. I think this is in V-World obviously would be Vagina World. I call it Pussy Planet. So I imagine it's like, and it's in 3D, so something's gonna pop out of you. But I think there's gonna be a coder who discovers a virtual reality world he can enter where he can have sex with whoever he wants. But what's the deadly part? The deadly part is that they can have sex with you in the real world, and they can do it till you die because they're computers. Your move.
Okay. I can't lie to you. I went into a similar direction.
Okay.
I immediately thought Vagina World or Pussy Planet.
Pussy Planet.
So to deviate from you, I'm going to say this is about 5 worlds.
Okay.
There's 5 different worlds that they're bouncing through.
Yeah.
And the forbidden fantasies, they're sexual. It's
who among us?
5 different sexual themed planets. So it's like with the black leather, I'm getting like a BDSM thing.
Yeah.
So it's like the first planet is bondage. It's bondage planet. Everyone's bound. And then there's the sadist planet. Everyone's getting forks up their ass or whatever, and the matches lit on their nipples or whatever. Just real sadistic stuff. Masochist is a little bit redundant. Kind of the same planet. They're all very similar planets.
Right. It's kind of they're in a solar system.
Yeah. And then here, I'm just gonna we bounce between the 5 worlds. And then different BDSM planets. It's a very Rihanna heavy soundtrack.
Okay.
And they eventually get to like the ultimate BDSM world. And
is that the 5th planet? Because there's only 4 letters.
So it's like the 5th planet's like kind of all of them. And so it's like each one's like fighting different sexual bosses.
Okay.
And ultimately they through the power of friendship, they defeat the Matrix.
Dude, sometimes at my work, I get so mad at my sexual boss.
It's like horrible bosses, but sexual boss.
It's always a dick till you meet the new one.
But let's. Who was close, Garrett? Who nailed it?
All right, so here's the description. Two friends take a cyber vacation to experience a world where they can act out their virtual fantasies.
Okay.
They soon realize they've entered a virtual free-for-all. Forbidden fantasies and desires suddenly appear in the form of the even deadlier Dark Woman.
Whoa.
Players now end up in a cyber battle for their lives and sanity against a beautiful virtual hunter who has one killer fixation, getting the deadly game they started.
Interesting. That doesn't sound like a very good movie.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It does not look like
that. Does not.
Yeah, this looks very Tommy Wiseau kind of.
Would you guess that this movie was like completely filmed on a camcorder?
Oh, 100%.
I would almost be certain of that.
Which makes it kind of endearing, even though these guys look like they're and look and sound like they're incredibly horny. But I don't know it sounds like Pow's maybe close on that one. I don't really know.
Yeah.
My idea wasn't very great. I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of lost steam when I realized that BDSM are all kind of the same.
What I'm gonna say is like your ideas, and this is what's getting you in trouble. Your ideas are far better and more creative than anything that these people come up with.
I've been saying this for years.
So I think Pat's in the right mindset. I think you got to start giving these movies less credit.
Okay,
it's true.
All right, I gotta get stupider.
Yeah, you gotta get in the headspace. These are all people who failed.
That's right. That's right.
This is great. All right.
What can I say? I just can't relate.
That's
okay. My turn or Pat's turn, right? Or
I think I went first on the last one.
Oh yeah, my turn. Okay. So we have Fat Ethel 2.
Hell yeah.
Warning: never come between Ethel and a well-stocked refrigerator. All right. So this is a sequel. So in the first one, Ethel ate herself to death. So she was fought by being force-fed a bunch of food. Now she's back, but she's, instead of binging, now she's purging. So she is running around trying to puke on everybody and slowly to kill them. And looks like there's some cannibalism involved. She's got a bloody knife. It's a hungry broad. So she's definitely turning some people into stew. But her thing is eating the people and then puking them out on the other people. And then they defeat her by just bulimia is a horrible sickness. So this is really just an anti-bulimia film. So don't binge and purge.
Yeah, this one is an interesting one. So obviously it's a sequel, so something had to have happened in the first one. I would imagine, because that's the thing is, I'm looking at Ethel and it's not that crazy fat. She's got a knife with blood. All right, so I'm thinking Ethel had a bad husband, and she took to the spoon.
Took to the spoon to go ice cream.
She fell into the Ben and Jerry's. And I think she probably got very, very fat, and I think her husband was rude about it, and I think he was going to throw her out, and then he made the mistake of stocking the refrigerator before trying to throw her out. And I think in a panic, she killed him, and then now I think in the sequel, the police are obviously they come to investigate. They realize that she killed her husband. Even if we got to get a forklift, you do have to face justice. You do have to go downtown. Crucial mistake, though, is before they take her out, she goes, "There's a fridge in jail, right?" And then they go, "No, Ethel, I'm sorry. There is. I mean, we'll feed you, but I mean, we can't have your fridge in jail." And then she just fucking goes ape shit and starts killing all the cops. People from the town try to stop her, like hunters and everything. And she kills everyone because of her fully stocked fridge.
Nice.
I'm not very confident on this one.
Yeah, me neither.
So here's the description. A severe decrease in funding forces a mental hospital to release mass murderer Ethel Janowski to a halfway house. Ethel is psychotic and delusional and has a hefty appetite. In In fact, her killing spree began 13 years before with the murder of her grandmother, who had forced her to go on a diet. Now she tasted the home-cooked fare at the halfway house. She'll do absolutely anything to get more.
Do you know what year this came out?
This came out in... Where does it say? This came out multiple times.
Okay.
1987.
I was
Is
going
that
to say
when Reagan?
This sounds like when they were getting rid of mental institutions.
Oh, yeah.
This sounds like when they're defunding all the mental institutions, and then
That
they're
makes
trying to be like,
sense.
well, obviously it doesn't matter. Look, I mean, it's movie stuff.
Yeah.
If you were listening to that and were wondering what the hell, like, is there, like, what is the substance of this movie? The reason for that is because 90% of this movie is just flashbacks to the previous movie.
That's smart.
That's
That's
awesome.
smart movie making.
Yeah.
Truly. All right, I want to give you guys two more.
Okay.
Skip through a couple of these. I'll just show you the posters anyway. So I had
Ghetto Blaster. Oh no.
Yeah.
Now we're skipping that
We can skip that one.
with Whoopi Goldberg.
Nice. That's the only one that I've heard of.
Have you seen it?
No, God, no.
So this is our next one.
Okay. You're up, Pat.
Okay.
Dangerous Men.
Dangerous Man. Wait, is that fucking the
Mr. T?
no, from Ghostbusters. Isn't that like a famous actress?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter. Anyway.
That's not Sigourney Weaver.
Okay, yeah, that was who I was thinking of. Anyway, all right, so Dangerous Men. I'm gonna guess mind-boggling what the fuckery, the holy grail of holy fucking shit. All right, so I'm gonna guess it's about a young woman who was trying to find a man. What are you gonna do? And keeps going on dates, but just cannot find the right guy. And I think she's just gonna decide to start killing him. Honestly, I think she decides that they're all bad men who need to be killed. There's an old man. He's probably some sort of sexual style pervert. Guy up top is probably too focused on his body and doesn't like paying attention or giving emotional support. And I think she's just gonna start killing a series of men in increasingly gory and what the fuck kind of ways.
Nice.
And I think she dies at the end.
So my take on this, Dangerous Men, mind-boggling, what the fuckery. I think this is a bunch of stunt men and illusionists, street magicians, various men of various tricks, all competing for the love of this Sigourney Weaver ass-looking woman. So it's a competition of lust and love, and they do she encourages them to do increasingly more and more dangerous stunts to prove that they love her.
Yeah.
But in the end, she is a lesbian
Oh.
because of all the dangerous men out there,
It's a twist.
and she is just fucking with them for her own sick pleasure. It's like it's fun to watch these men peacock and try to beat each other when I never wanted you to begin with.
Right. A sick sapphic game.
That's right. That's right. And then the woman that she's married to is the best stunt woman on the planet.
Oh, I like that.
So they'll never hold a candle to her.
That's right. I like that.
Thank you.
All right, are you guys ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
All right, Dangerous Men follows Mina, whose fiance is murdered by bikers during an attempted rape. She
whoa.
seduces and kills the surviving attacker in revenge.
Oh.
She then drifts through a series of loosely connected episodes, escaping another would-be rapist, going on a surreal desert detour, and posing as a sex worker to murder multiple men, while police investigate her killings. Meanwhile, a detective, the fiance's brother, independently targets a biker gang led by Black Pepper, leading to several clumsy confrontations. Mina is abruptly arrested off-screen, Black Pepper is captured during a chaotic chase, and the film ends suddenly on a freeze frame.
Huh, I wonder who plays Black Pepper. Wonder who they cast.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Huh.
So who?
The gentleman on the far right.
So who even? So who even got that? I don't even.
I think that might have been me.
Yeah, probably.
I kind of guessed her hunting
you were
men
more
down.
female centric. I was definitely more male centric on
It's
that
true.
one.
It's true.
Oh,
What can I say?
All right. We have one more, but I'm going to show you the covers of the other ones.
Nice.
So we've got Johnson Family Christmas Dinner.
Huh.
That's good, a classic.
Hell yeah.
Bigfoot versus DB Cooper.
Oh,
I like that
hell
one.
yeah, dude.
I felt bad not including this one. We might maybe in a future episode.
Yeah.
Black Cougar.
Black Cougar. Okay. Looks like a
Finally, all
superhero.
chicken movies.
Oh, finally. Oh, thank God.
It's about damn time. A superhero movie for children. Aren't they all?
No, just Black Cougar.
Mm.
And here's our last one. Who's up to start?
I think it's
I
you.
think it's me. All right, this is Neil Breen, Double Down. The winner, dangerously controversial. These are just critics' takes. But Double Down, it's a story about a man who was a hot shot in Vegas, working all the tables, counting cards, when he gets shot by Vegas mobsters.
Okay.
And he comes back from the dead to seek out his revenge. And he's doubling down. And he's saying, you can't stop me from counting cards. This is a thing that I do in my head. It's impossible for you to even prove that I'm doing it. So he takes a more legal route. It's he's fighting them in court as a zombie with various zombie lawyers. And he's doubling down on justice and taking down organized crime in Las Vegas.
Someone's got to do it.
Someone's got to do it.
Someone has got to step up and do it. Okay, I'm thinking. So it seems to be controversial. So I'm thinking it's about a guy who, all right, he's a gambling addict. He's going through life kind of directionless. Makes like good money. Maybe he's like a sales manager or something. Doesn't matter. Son gets cancer, terminal, and he's also lost his job. So he doesn't have health insurance. He doesn't have the money to pay for treatment. He doesn't know what he's going to do. What does he do but go to Vegas with everything he has, just trying to make enough money? He's got to make, let's say, $150,000 in Vegas to pay for just even the first round of treatment. But one round is enough in this instance. So it'll cure his son, and he'll never get it again. And then he makes the money. He's never done this well on the floor before. He wins all the money in blackjack, and then he's about to walk away. He's got the 150 grand he needs. He's got all the chips right there. And then the pit boss comes over, and he goes, "Oh, it's a lot of chips you got here. If you want, we could. Why don't we give you a comp room?" He's like, I got to get back and treat my son. And he goes, well, just stay the night and just go back in the morning. Well, you can go see a show if you want. And then goes up to his room, gets just demolished on the mini bar. Realizes that for $300,000, the casino will actually just directly sell you a lake house in Tahoe. And he figures, well, it's just me. I don't need that much space. I can move to Tahoe. So bets all the money to not pay for the treatment, instead get the lake house in Tahoe, loses all the money, kills himself.
Double down.
Double down.
Okay, we have to do the summary in a different way. So get ready for a little reader's theater on this.
Okay.
Take turns reading each section, if you will, and get into it. Get really.
Let's get into it.
Aaron, a brilliant computer hacker, bioweapon terrorist, and
Slash bioweapon terrorist.
and former government agent with biomechanical implants, is hired by an unknown terrorist organization to shut down the Vegas Strip for a short period of time. Aaron, plagued by visions of his dead wife and his parents at one point, accepts the job.
It is revealed that Aaron is a cynical former government agent and is the best secret agent that there ever was. Because of this, the government attempted to assassinate him, but killed his wife instead.
Womp womp.
Classic. Ever since, Aaron has camped out in the Mojave Desert. In order to maintain his safety, he has set up safeguards to make sure no one can kill him, such as an invisibility shield that kills any unauthorized person and biological bombs planted in several major cities that will explode if he doesn't punch in a code every 48 hours.
Double down. While wandering the desert, he meets a mystical old man who dies after hitting his head against a rock, but not before giving Aaron a magical rock that endows him with powers. Armed with this rock, he visits an old friend from the government agency and attempts to cure his friend's daughter's brain cancer.
Oh shit, Kid with Cancer did make an appearance.
All right.
All right. Aaron then begins planning the terrorist plot by buying anthrax and testing testing it on a local lake.
What do you mean testing it on a local lake?
Ensuring
What?
the anthrax is poison. Just do it on one
Yeah,
fish.
what the fuck?
He is contacted by the government agency and tasked with assassinating a target. Wait, so he still works for the government? Because the target is getting Mary's, Aaron poses as a limo driver and he picks up the couple. He feeds them poisoned strawberries, which both eat. The target dies and his wife sleeps. Aaron throws his body into the back and drives to an undisclosed location. The wife wakes up and Aaron tricks her into thinking they're married until he gets a phone call from the government agency saying that he kidnapped the wrong target. He dumps the wife and the body in the desert and hunts down the correct couple, but when he finds them, he discovers that they committed suicide together in order to spare themselves from Neil Breen/Aaron's wrath.
Later,
What the fuck?
Aaron sets his terrorist plot into motion by planting anthrax on a random citizen and waiting for it to go airborne.
What are you
Back out in the desert, he gets plagued by more visions of his dead wife, and he starts yelling and hitting the ground, saying, "I can't go on with this! I can't go on with this! I'm an American! I'm an American! I love this country!" He then tries to stop the terrorist plot that he started.
Aaron informs the government agency and various politicians about how to handle the crises, survive the outbreak with minimal damage. He then leads the agency in an ambush on the terrorist organization and kills all terrorists. The outbreak is contained and Aaron rides into the sunset, his future unknown.
Setting it up for a sequel?
I love
Triple down?
I love the idea of a guy who's like, I can't do this terrorist attack. I love my country. I'm an American. But separate from that, he has bombs in several major cities set to go off if something happens to him.
Right. I can't do this. God damn. So who won that? I think Pat won that again.
That one's, I just think,
Just with brain cancer making an appearance.
is like trying to make it funny is just so much less convoluted than what actually happens.
Is this
wild.
Still from the movie.
God damn.
This is him.
His medals.
Even in the still, there's so much going on.
Wow. I want to see that.
I kind of want to
I
watch
do.
this movie.
We should do a movie review episode. Where
Yeah.
we unpack that.
Should do mushrooms and watch that.
That
movie.
would be great. I would enjoy that. Well, that was a lot of fun, Garrett.
was a lot of fun. I
loved
like
this
that.
game. Thank you.
Who,
Thank you for putting that
who
together.
was the winner?
Pat, you are the winner with 5 points scored.
It's like
Which is 1.5.
it's like in Mario Party where you know who won, but you still want to see the stars go up. You know what I mean?
Stars. I get it. I understand. Well, that was a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. I like
And
that.
I think that does it for this week's episode of Confidently Wrong.
And I hope you all had some fun.
I hope we all had fun together.
I hope we did.
You got anything you want to plug?
No, just Riyadh coming up next year. This year. Damn, it's already this year.
Yeah, and I'm going to be at Rivals Sports Bar in Easton, Pennsylvania.
Ooh.
Get your tickets.
Get your tickets. They'll be there.
They'll be there. So yeah, and stay tuned for some more shows. We're
yeah.
gonna, just gotta
It's
starting
coming.
over,
Starting over.
getting in there. But we're having a lot of fun.
We're a lot like Aaron in the movie Double Down.
That's right.
We're starting over, but we got the anthrax.
That's right. And I have various bombs scattered around this city. They're called my sets, folks.
I got a magic rock and I have powers.
I've been bombing all over the fucking city. And this is, that was Confidently Wrong. So thank you so much. I've been Chris Nugent.
I've been Pat Nugent.
And have a good night. Thank you, Garrett,
Thank
our
you,
lovely
Garrett, as
producer.
always.
And thank you to the podcast.
Thank you to the podcast.
You want to say something, Bella?
Whoa.
Olive?
Want to say something, Olive?
Okay. All right. She's not very chatty.
She's quiet.
All right. Well, thank you, and get home safe. Good night.
Hell yeah.